Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to do a psychic reading for you guys today. So please make sure you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. It's very important for you guys to like the video as you come into the chat. As you come into the reading, like the video, please. I'm not going to start the reading until I have one like on the video. All right, we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that the Most High God and the Holy Spirit continue to give us guidance so that we can make the correct choices in life, continue to shelter us and protect us. We're also calling upon our spiritual team of highest light and resonance and asking that they thank you for whoever liked the video. And we're asking that they put a bubble of light and protection around us and shield us from any negativity while doing the reading. And then so afterwards. Okay, if anything comes up in the reading that needs to be cleared, Most High God, we ask that you clear that energy, entity, or whatever it is. We're also asking that Archangel Michael please keep the energy clean, clear, and concise. And if there's any messages that you have for me to deliver, Most High, I'm more than willing to do that. Okay, so if you guys don't know, if you have a personal question, you can send me a $20 PayPal payment, a $20 Cash App payment, or a $20 Super Chat. And then once I've confirmed your payment, basically, then you can ask your personal question and I will pause the collective reading and answer your personal question. Okay. So yeah, if you do have the money, please donate. It really helps keep this platform going. If you don't have the money, that's okay. I'm happy with your guys' likes, shares, subscribes. All that stuff really helps keep this platform continuing to be able to go. So I don't have to go get another job, which is not something that I can really do right now. So support your girl. I support you guys back. And let's get into the reading. So there is someone or something that it's just time to walk away from. Okay. This could be an old way of thinking. This could be a person. It could be a place. It could be a habit. So there's something that needs to be walked away from. It could be walking away from the way that you eat. It could be walking away from somebody that mistreats you. It could be stopping, a negative thought form. Any of those things. So we're going to see what spirit brings out. But there is something, someone, or something that needs to be walked away from for you to continue to evolve. Sometimes it just feels like your time will run out with people. Sometimes people just do too much, and it's like you can't really come back from years and years and years of somebody doing too much to you. Also, if this isn't a person, this could be years and years and years of having the same mentality that needs to be walked away from. Or it could be years and years and years of having an eating habit or a substance habit or something. It's something that's not serving you at this time. For you to continue to evolve, you need to be away from someone or something. And so that could be a substance. If you are having substance problems, please seek a professional to help you with addiction. Okay. All of that stuff is really important. And this could even be like smoking cigarettes, like it could be just time to quit smoking cigarettes. It could be time, obviously. Oh my gosh, there is a book that people have said with cigarettes that really works. I have forgotten what the book is called, but if I remember it, I'll let you guys know. The way that I quit smoking cigarettes, because I smoked cigarettes in my early 30s, was by going to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii for 3 weeks and I didn't smoke while I was there. And so, yeah, when I came back, it was just easy to quit because I hadn't smoked for 3 weeks. So, there are different things you can do to trick the brain. But what I'm getting right now is that it's something that has been going on for too long. Maybe there's a narcissist in your life. Maybe there's an abusive parent or an overbearing parent, or, God is saying a relationship that could be a love partner, or it could be a friend, or it could be both, Maybe somebody doesn't have your highest and best good in their mind, and you need to know that. Obviously, people's actions, more so than their words, like their actions will tell you what they're about, basically. If you're picking up that somebody has been making like slanderous comments about you, if they've been picking at you, if they've been basically just devaluing you, you may want to look at that relationship and see, is this relationship going to help me to evolve into the person that I want to be? And I know that you guys already are the people that you want to be, but there is more to that. Like, we are always trying to improve ourselves. And so I feel like there's always room for improvement. But yeah, somebody that could be very judgmental about you. You know, maybe there's somebody that you've thought about getting rid of, or something that you've thought about getting rid of. It could be a sleeping habit. It could be like literally anything. So you guys will have to use your best discernment. But maybe there's something that you thought of getting rid of, and then you just haven't actually taken the steps to do so. You may want to look and see where in your birth chart Taurus, Leo, and Capricorn are. That's what I'm getting. Because if you can pinpoint whatever south node whatever south node energy it is that's holding you back, then you can better address it, and then aka walk away from it. So you're going to be called to walk away, 8 of Cups, walk away from something, someone, or it could just even be a way of thinking. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Please like the video. Again, I'm going to continue to say that as the reading goes on. We've got 5 people watching and 3 likes on the video. Let's get some likes on the video, you guys. All right, we're going to cut the deck. All right, thank you. We got 4 people or 5 people. All right, good. Now the numbers match. That's what I like to see. When numbers match, it makes sense to me, and my brain can actually form itself around that. When the numbers don't match, my brain just goes like, oh, chaos. So there could also be something that's been causing chaos in your life. It could have been something that was keeping you like in continual recharge mode to where you never catch a break. Okay. It could have been somebody that every time you take 2 steps forward, they want to bring you 3 steps backwards. And I'm sorry if you're dealing with somebody like that. Nobody deserves to have to go through somebody that sabotages them. 6 of Swords, literally. So I feel like there is something that needs to be looked at here. When you see the 6 of cords, I just said cords. So you need to cut cords with this person. Funny that just came out of my mouth, because before this reading, I was reading cord cutting Psalm, which is Psalm 129. So we're going to read Psalm 129 because I want the cords to seriously be cut. This could be with a mental health issue or an emotional stability issue. Okay, so Psalm 129 says, they have greatly oppressed me from my youth. Let Israel say, they have greatly oppressed me from my youth, but they have not gained the victory over me. Plowmen have plowed my back and made their furrows long. But the Lord is righteous. He has cut me free from the cords of the wicked. May all who hate Zion be turned back in shame. May they be like grass on a roof, which withers before it can grow. A reaper cannot fill his hands with it, nor one who gathers can fill his arms. May those who pass by not say to them, the blessing of the Lord be on you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. So that's basically saying those that keep attaching cords to you, may they not continue on thinking that they're blessed by doing so. Because by attaching a cord to you, welcome in, Shama Maria, blessings to you as well. By attaching a cord to you guys, they're draining something. Like there's no, like, I'm going to tell you guys straight up the truth. There is never going to be an appropriate situation that requires a cord of attachment. And I don't care if you've got a child, you don't need cords to your child. Okay. Literally, there is no reason to ever have a cord of attachment. And all cords are for is draining energy. That's all they're for. It's energy harvesting. So this 6 of Swords could be problems. It talks about an unfavorable judgment and a lawsuit. I'm not getting that that's your energy, but you could be facing somebody who is having an unfavorable judgment in a lawsuit. It could also be about custody. Says unwanted marriage proposal, overwhelmed by crisis, you feel unable to cope with day-to-day problems. This person you're dealing with, or whatever situation you need to cut off, they've been trying to come for you in the legal state, in the legal state that you live in or country you live in, but in a legal sense. But I'm not getting so much physical court. I'm getting like, this is having to do with them trying to drag you into spiritual court. And they, these people, whatever it is that you need to walk away from, they don't have the authority to have judgment called on you like that. And they can't really persecute you or prosecute you for anything because you haven't done what I just say, judgment. These people are up under judgment. Okay. They're getting an unfavorable outcome in a lawsuit, point blank, period. The Three of Swords, that's betrayal, sorrow, and loss, arguments with a lover. So there could be some people that are breaking up. If you're attached to a married couple, like let's say you're friends with a married couple and they separate, you'll have to choose which one of those people you want to stay friends with. And maybe it'd be best to walk away from both of them. You're also dealing with somebody that's got incompatible lovers. And the Knight of Cups pops out. Yeah, incompatible lovers. Somebody may want to persuade you to be with them or accept them back. This is not the time to be taking people from the past back. It's the time to be releasing people from the past and people that don't serve your highest and best purpose so that you can move towards your destiny. And I feel like a lot of you're meant to be healers. You're meant to be teachers. You're meant to be people that lift others up. You're dealing with somebody that doesn't care about any of that. Or whoever these people are that tried to pull you into their spiritual court case. I do feel like somebody could be getting divorced, or they could be going through some type of child custody thing. Somebody's losing custody of their children. Again, beware of somebody trying to use your energy to get out of trouble. I don't know why that comes up so often, but it does seem like there is somebody that wants to use your very, very high vibrational, pure energy to get them out of trouble with the Most High God. And I just literally heard a spirit say curse. So somebody could have literally tried to curse your love life. And you could be feeling like, well, I don't have a love life. Well, that's probably because somebody tried to curse it. You have a Knight of Cups that wants to make you an offer. Also, beware of somebody breaking up with their husband and their husband coming for you if you're a female energy, and then vice versa if you're a masculine energy, like a woman breaking up with their husband and then wanting to get with you. That could be something that just causes a lot of unnecessary drama. People need to take the time after a relationship that it needs to heal instead of just going on the rebound. I will never tell you that rebounding with somebody is going to be the answer, because you usually get stuck with the person you rebound with. So you might as well just take the time to heal, and then you can move forward. The Four of Swords. This is going to be the end of a long war. Okay. Truce or break in the fighting. Somebody's going to have, like, if this person or these people want you in their life, they're going to have to make a sacrifice, not like a ritual sacrifice, but they're going to have to sacrifice whatever this toxic behavior is that they're on, because you're not going to allow it into your life. So if they really, really, truly care about you, they will give up this toxic behavior. Come on, you guys, let's get the likes up. Okay. I should be getting at least 50 likes on each video. So yeah, peace and quiet follow stress. So basically, you may need to take a break from somebody. There could be somebody that is completely tied in with the devil, and they've been using this energy against you for a very long time. There could also be somebody that is doing witchcraft. Oh, hummingbird flew above your head. I love it. There could be somebody that's doing witchcraft. Like, you're coming out as the High Priestess, the first card. So somebody knows that you're intuitive. They also know that you're very, very psychic, and that you have a lot of spiritual abilities that you maybe don't tell people about. Not everybody is going to share every part of themselves with everybody else. See, these people, if they would have known that you were this intuitive, they most likely would have not tried to bother you like this, because it really is a bother. Somebody wanted to take you to court over your intuitive ability. And then their ultimate plan was to try to put you in the energy of a funeral after they had wreaked havoc on your life. Like, this is literally somebody that does not have a good intention for you. They would have and this is what I cannot stand about people, is when they will contact you out of the blue because they're going through some type of legal proceeding. They need your energy. They want to attach a cord, basically. They'll contact you randomly out of the blue, and then they'll try to throw all of their trauma and problems on you, and then they try to walk away with your good energy. And people need to start becoming more self-aware of their energy. Oh, butterflies too. So yeah, this Two of Swords is literally somebody that is like blocked. They're blocked from your energy. If, as long as you don't answer this person's phone calls or reply back to them, they will be blocked from your energy. Again, they have so many demonic possessions going on, like so many demons around them. You cannot help this person. That's why it's better to just walk away from them. They've just got too much going on. Let's get the likes up, you guys. We have 0 people subscribed. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the platform. So, you know, these days of working and not making money become very fucking depressing for me. Very depressing. I wish that they never happened. In a perfect world, if YouTube wasn't fucking with my platform, I would be able to reach the people that need my assistance. But because YouTube is a fucking cunt, basically, you know, I'm going to have to struggle probably the rest of my fucking life, or at least until I decide to quit doing this. Because I'm about there. I'm about ready to walk away from this shit on the internet every day. I'm not making money, and it's not really helping people. I'm not reaching people. It kind of seems pointless. So, you know, you guys could like literally be dealing with somebody that keeps trying to throw the energy of jail on you. That's on them. Somebody is like about to get, you're subscribed. Yeah, it's like seriously fucked up. What YouTube is doing is so wrong. I despise them, and I wish that the judgment of God would come down on them so they do something right for once. But I don't want to complain about YouTube being a piece of shit. We already know that. The 8 of Swords, literally, this person is facing some type of jail time for something that they've done. Now they want to come in with a love offer to you so that you get them out of trouble. You can't save this person from their criminal behavior. If this person's drinking and driving, they need to stop. If they're abusing another person, they need to stop. Whatever this person is hiding from you, they need to stop doing it. You're not going to take on jail. You're not going to be imprisoned. There's no reason for it. And I don't trust this person and their energy. I just don't trust them. I feel like they have bad intentions, and they're trying to get you caught up in some type of legal proceeding that they're having to deal with, which is not okay. You may get a message from this person, literally, and all this message is a bunch of blah, 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 blah. Help me, help me, help me, blah, blah, blah. Take on my problems. Fix me, fix me, fix me. It's not your job to fix anybody else. And by them trying to contact you, and they've tried, like this person does not know how demonically possessed they are. The demons within them have tried to attach cords to you. And with that cord removal prayer that we just did, those cords are being removed. Okay. There's no reason for you to have to be sick and drained and suffering because this person has done things wrong. Like literally, people need to be responsible for their own actions and their own words. And I cannot stand the people that are not. Like, I cannot stand that shit. This person, this is why whatever mentality you had when you were dealing with this person, they don't have anything to offer you. All they have to offer you is if you engage with them, you will be put in the same judgment, and then they will try to offer you something that is really shady. You don't want it. Justice, literally. For you to get justice, you have to say no to this person because they will drag your energy straight to hell with them. And there's no reason for you to have to suffer along with them. They're already suffering because of their choices. You don't need to suffer because of their choices. Now, if this is a mentality, whatever mentality it is that you have that allowed this person to try to come back, or to even think that you were somebody to mess with or to come back and And I think this person unconsciously knows that you can help them. But the thing is, why are you going to sacrifice your peace to help somebody for free when they can go to all of these public things like dialing 988? Again, if you have suicidal tendencies, you're sick, or whatever's going on, dial 988. Don't contact another person that is just a person, literally. I don't care how intuitive they are. They can't fix somebody's suicidal thoughts. People need to seriously stop trying to throw their problems on everybody else. That's crazy. It's not your responsibility to fix this person. And if you could fix them, most likely the advice you've already given them is enough that could actually help them. But whatever mentality you had that allowed this person to think that they could continually contact you and throw their fucking karma and drama on you, that's the thing that you need to sacrifice. The way that you were thinking about yourself or about this person or whatever that allowed them to come back. So there's no reason for that. I mean, literally, I felt the demonic attack yesterday really hardcore with somebody that tried to contact me. Very hardcore. And then the rest of my night was complete fucking bullshit because this person sent me a goddamn fucking message. Literally, the other person that I was around, they got fucking possessed. I'm tired of this shit. You know, literally, I'm sacrificing myself every day to help people for a $20 fucking super chat so I can stay above water. That is pathetic. That's fucking pathetic. People need to fucking seriously go to a psychiatrist, go to a mental health doctor, and stop trying to throw their problems on me. Stop trying to throw their problems on you. I can't help nobody possessed by 500 fucking demons. I can't help people like that. Okay, people, whatever they've done to become possessed by like that, I don't know what you could do to become possessed like that. But again, not my problem. I'm just trying to live my life in peace, and you're doing the same thing, trying to live your life in peace. And these people feel like that you need to help them. It's not your fucking job to help this person, especially for free. If they want help, why don't they pay you to help them? Like literally, these people that want help for free, fuck those people. May God put them up under judgment, literally. If they can't learn from what what I'm already doing for free, if somebody can't learn from that, then I don't know what to tell them. I'm tired of people throwing their broke dick fucking energy at me. I'm sick of that. And I return it back to the sender and I ask God to intervene. I don't want to be in poverty, just like these other people possessed by the fucking devil don't want to be in poverty. I don't want that for myself either. Why would anybody even come to me, throwing their problems on me, asking me to fucking go out of my goddamn way to help them? Like literally, I can't help somebody possessed by 500 fucking demons. What type of witchcraft were they doing? What type of sins were they committing against God to have that going on? Fucking complete ingrate. That just shows me that those people that do that, they have no regard from the way that I feel at all, from my mental health journey, for any of that shit. They come trying to come towards me with fucking 500 demons around them. What could you possibly have done to have that situation going on? And how many times have I told people to leave these people alone, leave these situations alone, leave these habits alone, and then they wouldn't become possessed like that? Seriously, people don't fucking listen. And that's the annoying part of this job, is that people do not listen. And then years later, they want to come back and ask for more help, but they didn't listen to the first shit I said. So why am I going to fucking help somebody that does not listen? God, so fucking agitating. I had the worst goddamn night after somebody messaged me with a bunch of suicidal, demonic bullshit. And I actually do care about that person and love that person and want the best for them. But I'm not going to sacrifice my life and sacrifice the health of the people that are around me so that they become possessed by the devil. I don't want that for people around me. Why didn't that person just listen to the advice I gave them when I was giving them advice? I don't fucking know. But now, years later, they want to come back and whine and cry about it. But they could have made the changes years ago. Literally. Shit pissed me the fuck off. Literally about ruined the relationship with the person that I had around me last night. Literally ruined that relationship by that demonic entity possessing that person and mouthing off to me literally ruined the relationship. It fucking destroyed something. So again, I don't want these people contacting me. I don't want them contacting you. I don't want them contacting fucking anyone in the goddamn collective. They need to go to a hospital. If they feel suicidal, they need to dial 988. They don't need to throw their problems on you. That is not fair. And I don't mean to get irritated, but the shit that I have to go through to interact with people and to help them is an abomination. It's an abomination for my health to be fucking completely destroyed, my relationship completely destroyed, everything I have completely destroyed because somebody knew my fucking phone number. That's not okay. And you know what? All they have to do is spend $20 fucking dollars, and they could have come on here and paid me for the fucking work, and then maybe I would have helped them. But because they decided that they were just going to send a fucking horrific ass attack to me, the shit pisses me off. A horrific ass attack to me. Horrific. Who in the fuck could deal with 500 goddamn demons at once? Why would anybody even do that to somebody else? And why they didn't just take the fucking advice that was, if they would have followed the advice that was first given to them, they would not be in the situation they're in. And I don't feel bad for that person because they did something with witchcraft to fuck their life up. Either they didn't clear the witchcraft that somebody else was doing on them, or they did it them fucking selves. Because what in the fuck could you do to have 500 demons possessing you at once? Seriously. What could you have done? Obviously some fucking witchcraft. And false gods and all these other fucking dumbass spirits. I have a real problem with people that are possessed by these dumbass fucking spirits. And then they come to me and they talk shit to me. And it's because they're possessed by something that just doesn't fucking like me. Super annoying. Like, I work really fucking hard to keep myself alive and keep myself out of the fucking mental institution. I don't need people coming around with a fucking 10 of wands burden that they'll never do anything about themselves because they're too fucking lazy. And you don't need anybody like that either. These people, like, literally 10 of wands and death. That's what these people bring. That's why they're up in fucking spiritual court having to answer to God. Like, literally, you guys are the Empress. Make sure you guys like the video. If you're watching this, like the video. And make sure that you're subscribed. Literally, these people are bringing a 10 of wands and death to you. For fucking what? Ruining, like, literally. That person messaged me and ruined a relationship with somebody that I really cared about. They completely had that person possessed to the point where that person was saying the worst fucking things you could ever say to somebody. Making fun of my weight and all sorts of fucking shit. Not cool. Not fucking okay. And literally, I've done nothing but be kind and nice and compassionate and giving to that person. How dare they try to come back in my energy on this fuck shit that they're on, bringing a 10 of wands burden, destroying everything that I have. I am so fucking sick of these people, and I wish I never met them. Seriously, what has they ever done for me that's been a positive thing? These people have never done anything for me that's been fucking positive. Just like they have never done anything for you that's been fucking positive. Completely destroyed something in my life that I really cared about. That's why you have to be very, very particular about who you allow in your energy, who you give your fucking phone number to, who you give anything to. You need to be seriously aware of who they are, because you never know when they're going to come back and fucking snake you. Literally. I heard this other reader yesterday talking about how when a snake only sheds its skin to become a bigger snake. So just trust it. If it's a snake, it's a snake. It's only shedding its skin so it can become a bigger snake. And that's actually physically true. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Shaman Maria. But seriously, I'm so pissed off at that person for coming into trying to send that attack. I mean, I'm sure that they didn't mean to send that attack. They were crying for help. But why didn't they take the help that I gave them before? Like, seriously. I told this person years ago to read somebody's book, the book that helped me. It's called The Truth of God by Michael Stedman. I told them to read this book years ago. It's actually really cheap. You can get it, I think, on Amazon. But it's the book that helped me develop my abilities, helped me connect with my higher self, with God, and it helped me develop an intuitive ability to where I can ask yes and no questions and get an immediate answer back, to where I'm not having to pray and wait for hours for a response. When you are possessed with 500 fucking demons, the only thing that is going to help you is that book. It's not going to be a Bible, because obviously the Bible doesn't work. But like literally, it is that book. And that's, if I were to, could not even answer this person back that I deeply do care about and I want the best for. I can't answer them back, because then a cord immediately attaches. And those demons were saying, as long as you don't try to intervene and help this person, we will not fucking attack you. We will not destroy you. But even that was a lie, because once that person had sent the message, they had already sent a cord to attach to me. And people wonder why I'm pissed off all the time and agitated. Like, are you fucking joking with this shit? People are always throwing their goddamn death and burdens on me. Literally, I told this person to get the fuck out of the religion that they were in a long time ago. And if they didn't, they were going to be facing demonic possession and having to deal with beings that pretend to be God that are not for a very long time. I literally told this person that. The best thing that they could have done was read that book and follow the fucking techniques in it and start working with themselves. I can't fix somebody who decides not to listen to me and doesn't fucking help themselves. You can't do that for people either. It's like, these people need to understand what they're doing to other people. People are not so unaware of themselves that they have no idea that they're really burdening other people. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't have the emotional space to fucking deal with false gods and shit like that. Like, I don't, and there's been somebody that used to be in the chat all the time, that's not anymore, that has been sending negative energy to me because they've been possessed by this fucking entity. This is another person that I've been having to deal with this entire week. They've been possessed by this entity, and this entity uses this person to direct attacks at me. And I'm like, dude, fucking stop and leave me alone. I don't want to have to go slaying other people's demons. And the moment that person finds out that I unalived their goddess or whatever negative fucking entity that they're connected to, then they're going to be upset with me for taking away whatever little bit of evil eye power that they had. It's fucking crazy. And all of these beings that are attached to religion that pretend to be God that are not, they're yelling things at people. I don't want to interact with that. That's very dangerous to me, especially if it's something that's attached to a religion that I don't give a fuck about. The people in that, I told this person to get out of the religion that they're in. Emperor, see, you guys have mastered your emotions. Like, literally, Emperor and Empress together. You guys are getting justice. Literally, I've told that person to leave that fucking religion alone, and anybody that is in it is going to be attached to those demons. Okay. Like, literally, they have to walk away from things that do not fucking serve their highest and best good. And unfortunately, if your whole family is in that religion, then your entire family is possessed. Okay. It's like, these people that religion has been attacking me for the past like 12 to 15 fucking years. And I don't need any more of that shit. You don't need it, and other people don't need to go through it either. The people that attend that religion have literally disabled me. And when I go before a judge and talk about how I need disability, I'm going to be speaking on how this people of this fucking religion, this bullshit ass religion, was doing witchcraft on me in my home the entire fucking time. Literally attacking me every day because I didn't want to join their fucking cult. Straight up. I don't want to be a part of a cult that you only get out through death. Literally. These people call themselves saints. They're not saints. They're fucking demonically possessed, literally. And they need help. Their pretend a fucking Bible book does not offer them what the Psalm 91 offers, okay? It's false. The sun. Literally. You guys are showing up the sun. These people are showing up the devil. How opposite can you be of these people? Like, literally. I would rather trust in my higher self than trust in somebody that is demonically possessed. And I'm not talking bad on all religions. I'm just saying that some of people that wear the Christian mask, they're actually witches behind the scene. And then these people that don't wear the Christian mask, they're just straight up in that religion completely. Like, they're not even wearing a mask. They're working with the tree of death, bringing demons in from all different portals that they open at their churches. And then they fucking possess everybody with that shit. I want nothing to do with that. I can't fix that. It's not my job to close all these portals. It's not your job to deal with this person's drama. They really need to get it the fuck together. Because trying to sabotage something you have because they're failing, literally, Page of Wands, these people are failing, their children are failing, that's pathetic. And the sadness that I've seen with this religion and how it's overtaken somebody and literally possessed them with 500 devils, not allowed them to progress spiritually and not allowed them to succeed, that is sad. That is sad. It's not your job to fix everybody. And even if you could fix everybody, you can't fix this person because they're still doing things, people, places, and things that do not serve their highest purpose. And until they stop doing that shit, whether it's drinking, going to a false religion, hiding behind, and I understand people want to get along with their family members because their family members are in this cult. I understand that. But you know what? If you're possessed by 500 devils and you're carrying a 10 of wands just to be a part of your family's religion, you really need to look at how toxic is your family if they want you to engage in something that does not serve your highest and best need. They want you to engage with, and the reason is that this person was given the truth of God by Michael Stedman, which is the truth of God. At least it's my truth. It's that person's truth. And probably a bunch of other people that have read the book. We can all agree that God is our higher self and we go within to connect to God. This person was given the answer. Now that they've been given the answer of how we're actually God and these demons are not, now since that person was given that powerful book of information, those devils decided to turn on that person and they've been attacking them ever fucking since. Because literally they went back to after getting the real truth of God, they went back and started serving a false religion. And that's why the demons of that religion don't like that person, because the knowledge that that person read in that book outweighs what these devils can do. And these devils love to pretend that they're God and trick everybody else into doing a bunch of stupid shit, saying that it's for God, but it's not really. God will never ask you to do anything bad to anybody. So if you're hearing a voice saying to take your life, saying to take someone else's life, saying anything like that, you need to know that that is not God. God will not ever tell you to do something that's going to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. 7 of Pentacles. This person was, even if they didn't consciously mean to do this, they still were trying to turn the tables in your life. This always happens right before you guys come, right before a major shift comes in and you guys are about to heal something and move forward with your life. Here comes this demonic piece of shit, literally trying to project into your life to fucking destroy you. Like, literally. You could have just gotten stable on medication. You could have just gotten stable with a new diet. You could have just gotten stable with a new exercise routine. And here comes this person seeing that you're finally getting out of the clutches of Satan. That you're finally coming into the sunlight. And here they come to destroy and ruin everything. Whether they're intentionally doing it or not, that's the effect that they have on your life, is destruction and ruin. And it's because they don't fucking listen. I cannot stand people that do not fucking listen. They were told that it was going to be a problem if they went back to this false religion and participated in it. First of all, baptizing the dead, you're taking the free will away from people that are dead, people that are in an afterlife or another lifetime, or they've ascended to some other type of state. You're trying to baptize people into your fucked up religion, like the baptism of the dead. That is probably one of the reasons there was 500 demons around this person, because they have their youth in that church literally baptizing dead people against their fucking free will. That is wrong. That's not for Christ. That's for a demonic agenda. So the demonic agenda can have more souls. Has nothing to do with Jesus. And people need to stop fucking thinking that they can do the same things that Christ did. If Christ ever baptized the dead begged for that shit. And then Christ actually delivered them. This is complete, whatever the fuck this tomfoolery is, that's completely different from what the truth is. It's not what it looks like. It's not actually baptizing the dead. It's getting more souls for this demon to feed on. I can't fucking stand people that are part of this religion. Because they are so goddamn unaware. Like, it is unfortunate. And sorry, God, I don't mean to swear, but they are so unaware of what they're doing to other people. They are completely unaware of what they're even doing to themselves. And the fact that they can, out of tradition, they keep raising children. First of all, if you're still belong to a church that's in court right now for sexually abusing children, then why are you even connected to that organization? They're going through a lawsuit right now because the LDS are going through a major lawsuit right now because of pedophilia. Okay. And so why is anybody even connected to that? Like, seriously, that is some demonic bullshit. That is demonic. That's fucking demonic. Okay. The devil, what the devil's doing to children in this organization is completely fucking demonic. There is nothing of God. That is not of God. Literally. That's really freaking sad. And this court case may end up making a major turning point in these idiots' outcome, literally, in life. These people are going to be convicted. They're going to be sent to jail, and they're going to be dragged into court for future days. Like, literally. That's why you need to be careful who and what you associate with. Because if you associate with people, places, and things like this that are in trouble for this type of shit, I completely forgot that there was a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit going against the LDS for pedophilia. You know what I mean? And it's currently happening right now still. And these people are that fucking stupid. Like, how in the hell could you actually have the truth of God and then you go back to a false religion just because your mom wants you to or your dad wants you to? A religion that has most likely abused you and other children with pedophilia. Like, seriously. These religions are a fucking joke. They're pathetic. And I'm sorry, but I don't support that stuff. I know that people are not perfect, but they're abusing their power to hurt and harm children, and they have a big problem with inbreeding. Like, seriously, 7 out of 9 people that I see that are part of this organization have the physical characteristics of incest going on, where their eyes are too close together, their head is misshapen, and everything like that. So again, I don't think that these people should be mingling together. I'm completely against this demonic agenda that they have to possess everybody and then try to make this sexual abuse on children okay. That's not okay. And anybody that thinks that they can be connected to a God or any God at all, let alone the Most High God, and still be a part of this organization that's abusing children is delusional. You cannot be connected to the Most High God and be a part of this devilment. You have to choose a side. You choose the side of Satan or you choose the side of God. Like, literally, everyone has to make a choice of what they're going to do. They either choose the side of the devil or they choose the side of God. And if you chose the side of the devil, then stay away from my collective and stay away from me. Because I do not care for people that are fucking weak like that. Like, weak enough that just because of peer pressure or whatever nonsense, you go back to a cult and an organization that's done nothing but destroy your life and your future. and then expect me to fucking intervene and help on that. How can I help somebody that will not help themselves? Like, doesn't even make any sense. 3 of Cups, literally, you're still going to remain in the sunlight and popular. This attack on your life was literally sent because these people know that you're about to meet some type of milestone, or you're overcoming a mountain, or you're getting past something. So here they come with their demonically possessed fucking asses, trying to throw their energy and cords to latch onto you because you're like the devil. The word devil is synonymous for the word vampire. If you're the sunlight and they're the devil, why would they even come near you if they don't want to get burnt? Think about that. If they know you're the sunlight and they're the devil, why would a vampire even want to come near the sun? You've healed your inner child. You're not willing to become part of an organization or be associated with anybody in an organization that abuses children. What the fuck? That's the most disgusting thing to me in the world. Children are the most sacred thing that we have. And the fact that they're not protected is an abomination. And everybody should have their head cut off that is a part of this demonic shit. That's too many cards, Spirit. But yeah, literally, that's just too much shit. Like, literally. I've had to defend myself from the witchcraft that these people, LDS people, have been doing for fucking years. And me saying that out loud, they're most likely going to just do some more. I don't really give a fuck. They're not more, their demonic bullshit is not more powerful than the Most High God. So look at this. 7 of Wands. You've definitely had to defend yourself. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. And sorry that I get heated when I talk about things that I severely dislike. But like, seriously, this is dumb. Like, you've had to defend yourself from these people, which means you're going to win. You're going to stay in wish fulfillment. These people were not able to sacrifice you. Anytime somebody tries to trauma dump on you, karma dump on you, when they've already gotten the advice that you, like, the only advice that I can give people is basically the stuff that I know from going through it myself. Like, when it comes to advice, I can give psychic information all day. But when it comes to personal advice, the things that I've been through is like what I can help people with. But you know, I'm not willing to put myself through every horrible situation to help somebody else. People need to understand boundaries and stop trying to take you for granted, me for granted. And it's just literally because they look at us like we're sacrificable. I would rather be completely alone, like in this world. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, I would rather be completely freaking alone in this world. Like, than be a part of a cult or an organization that abuses children and sacrifices them, or makes me pay 10% of my income to them. That's bullshit. That's not something that's based upon like equality or even fairness or righteousness. That's a greedy fucking organization that's completely basing its things off of greed. Like, literally. I don't respect that. Nobody, I mean, these people cannot be taken fucking serious with this shit. And I feel bad for anybody that's becoming a fucking Mormon. Okay? Because you're most likely, if you're becoming a Mormon, you're going to marry a Mormon, which means you're going to marry somebody that has DNA that is genetically about incest, like straight up. And that is seriously the truth. In fact, I was listening to this one lady talk the other day. Literally, she was a part of MK Ultra, and her mother is a genetic like scientist and researcher that actually abuses children with MK Ultra abuse. Her mother's still doing the same type of research and abuse. Anyways, when this little girl was like a 4 or 5-year-old, she was brought to Utah by her mother, and her mother was experimenting on she was trying to clone the effect that's caused by incestual retardation. When incest happens and a child is born and it has physical retardation, this one psychotic MK Ultra scientist woman came to Utah with her daughter and was literally drawing blood out of unwilling mentally retarded patients. And I hate to use the word retarded. I'm so sorry. I just don't know another word, like extra Y chromosome shit. And she was trying to clone, because what it did was it created an alternate bloodline, like it messed with the bloodline. So she wanted to clone that specific blood. And so basically she's works with cloning and she works with research. Anyways, completely a part of MK Ultra, and just really sad. This woman's experience was horrific, to say, when she was growing up as a child, with all of these ritualistic abuse things that she had to go through. But I really was like, wow, I really know what she was talking about, because I also used to know another person that came to Utah to study ancient bones and skulls. And she had gone to Utah to study the physical traits of retardation, because this is where the skulls are at that have that. And so it's still something that's being done in this cult today. And it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm so glad that I moved away from all that crap. But literally, like, seriously, what type of fucking, like, what is wrong with MK Ultra? Seriously, why in the hell would they try to clone a genetic mutation that's incestual that causes retardation? Why would they do that? I don't know. But like, literally, this woman, God bless her soul for sharing her story and her experience. She also is a genius, just like her mother was a research genius. She also is a genius, and she wrote a book about basically compartmentalizing. When you go through trauma, you break down and you have to compartmentalize yourself to where you have a part of yourself over here, a part of yourself over here, and a part, you just are splitting. It's called fracturing, soul fracturing. And that's what MK Ultra was doing, because they wanted to learn how to mind control people. How do you mind control somebody? Well, you do it through abusing them. So like in her family, she was the third generation of MK Ultra abuse, literally. Okay, Girl Gone, thank you for sending that. Are your gifts going to get stronger? So I'm going to finish with the MK Ultra thing. Like, this lady, she was the third generation of abuse, which means not only was her mother and father, they were part of MK Ultra, but their parents as well were MK Ultra also. And so they had all of the ritualistic beatings and sexual abuse and all of the torment done to those two generations. So when she came into existence, they had to do the same type of abuse on her, so that they could they wanted a third generation child to mess and toy with, basically, which is freaking crazy, because they felt like they could control the mind of somebody that had gone through three generations of this ritualistic abuse. And they do it by fracturing the mind and compartmentalizing, basically, which is cutting you. It's like cutting your consciousness up into pieces, because you can't like cope with something. So then you'll go into another part of yourself, like when another situation arises and they feel like they can control what part of yourself you go into. Like, totally sick. And then when this lady grew up and she became an adult, she was into the LSD and all of that. And she was one of the people that was bringing LSD to the public and all of that stuff. And she was in a hospital that was treating her with MDMA, which is crazy, to give ecstasy MDMA to a child. It was like, literally that. Oh my God, that's just crazy. So yeah. And if you guys have been a part of MK Ultra, I am so sorry that any of you have had to go through that. Okay. So yes, you are going to get a better connection with Nebith, but you need to know that it's not going to come from something outside of yourself. And V, who is V? So let's see. I felt like grabbing the portals deck, because I do feel like you're going through a portal. You're going through a portal of ascension right now. And, your ancient ties to Egypt are coming through really strong. I don't know if you've had a dream about being inside of a pyramid, but I'm literally getting that what pyramids are used for, what they were used for, is DNA activation. So let's see what comes out through the portals card. I love this deck. That's got such good pictures. Graduation, look at that. Yes, your gifts are getting stronger. You're graduating something. Like I said, a portal of ascension, which could be literally the opening of a new gift. When you graduate Earth School, Okay, you've graduated with the gifts that you came in with, but also these new gifts that are opening. There is an element of like going into your shadow and pulling the gifts and abilities that are there to the forefront and bringing that to the light. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like oh, okay, MB is an extraterrestrial. Cool. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the dark empath. So there are actually psychic abilities that are considered dark. I don't know if they consider remote viewing to be dark, but I do get that you have that. Now, that's something that you probably haven't played with. So you've got remote viewing, telepathy, psychometry. Psychometry is when you hold something and you can sense what you had a vision of visiting Nebeth's tomb. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that her tomb was inside of possibly a pyramid. That's what I'm seeing is like a major DNA activation. Oh, I also just heard heart, something with the heart chakra. So a lot of the gifts that we use, we actually are using with our heart chakra. For example, you may be hearing about light language, and light language is another way to speak. You know, people can call it like talking with tongues, but you're speaking light codes in other languages to another person and activates with them through their heart. So you're definitely graduating some type of earth school. I want to say that it's like you've graduated becoming a person, like a human. And now look at this, the celestial realm is opening up for you. I love that. I love that. So let's get a definition on the word celestial realm so that you can understand where this next intuitive ability is coming from. So it says the celestial realm is a higher plane of spiritual existence, often associated with divine beings, enlightenment, and perfection. So that completely comes into alignment with the graduation energy. It says that it's found in various religions and mythologies like Christianity, Buddhism, and Hinduism, while the earthly or terrestrial realm, which would be this realm, is the physical and imperfect. The celestial is the spiritual home for perfect beings. So yeah, you're that Nephrechem energy here, Nebeth Heka, is what I just heard. All of that is in this celestial realm. But I do get that you enter into this realm when you're in the dream state quite often. You enter into this higher, it's like a more perfected state of yourself. So you do have a lot of gifts that are coming forward. You have some that are dark and some that are light. And again, even if you have a dark ability, like it's just on how you use it. You like, I would consider mind reading to be an ability that somebody could potentially abuse. You do have the ability to read people's minds. And it's not in like, oh, I know every word they're saying in their head. It's more like you being able to feel what somebody is thinking about you, if that makes sense. You've been seeing her and B together. Interesting. So that could be two parts of yourself. Look at this oneness, the portal to oneness. That could be two parts of yourself that are coming into alignment with one another. Interesting. When you met V, she came through a green-blue portal. Interesting. Okay. I know that a lot of the blue light comes from the star Sirius, and it also comes from the Arcturians. I'm not for sure where green light comes from, though. But I do get, I was hearing just right now Melchizedek. So you could have Melchizedek as a guide. Melchizedek really works well with sacred geometry. Look at this presence. Look at that green and that blue and that portal, like right there in that gateway. That is so funny. So literally, graduation, celestial realm, oneness, and presence. Yeah, you becoming more present is going to help you access these abilities because it's bringing you to the end of something. And that seems to me like a certain training period. It's not like you're completely done with everything. Like we all still have areas that we can grow in. But as far as this cycle of you being turned off from spirit, that is over. Literally, you have the energy of presence, and with oneness, you'll be able to access any type of like ancestral light codes, dragon codes, DNA codes. I am hearing the Nebeth Heka like, which is really, really powerful energy, because there is something about Nebuth that is dark and then the Heka is light. So it's literally like coming into a balance and your perfected state. See, your higher self knows your capabilities. And so the more that you enter into this celestial realm, the more that you become this higher self. Not to say that your journey with the ego is completely over, but you have peeled off a layer of the ego. Celebration. Look at that. It is a time to celebrate, literally, that you're at the end of a cycle. And there was possibly a cycle where you were doubting your abilities as well. Good. They're helping you. Yeah. And have been very strong than other guides. Absolutely. And so you'll have different guides that come in at different points in your life. Like you may have a certain type of guide come in when you graduate, one come in at each of these portals. It may be another group of beings, but then you'll have those ones that are not just guides, they're actually aspects of yourself. And when you connect with those, it's seriously the most powerful that you can become. So you may want to start practicing using your abilities, sensing what people are thinking. Like that's seriously something that you can do. I'm also hearing that your clairaudience, like your clear hearing, could be going off. Like you could literally just be like either in the dream state or awake and you could be hearing things. Yes, it felt dormant. Absolutely. This is the end of that dormant stage. So as your abilities waken, like you're going to tap in through them through using your third eye. So you might want to think about taking some turmeric, or you could even drink turmeric tea, because it does decalcify the pineal gland, which will help heighten your sensitivity. And you want to be able to use your abilities in the sense of if they become too sensitive, you can turn that dial down a little bit, or if they're not sensitive enough, you can turn it up. But you're very, very clairvoyant is something that I see here. And you've been able to see into this perfected state of yourself for quite a while now. Not only that, you're actually gaining the light codes that these could be symbols. They could be symbols of awakening. Literally, I'm seeing from emerging from this light, I keep seeing symbols. So like they look like Reiki symbols or something. So energy healing is also now what Reiki does, like when you do Reiki, you may have a natural form of Reiki within you. What it does, it's like, let's say that the average person can channel the amount of energy to light up a light bulb. You'll be able to light up a football stadium, like after you do Reiki. And so what I'm hearing is that these light codes that are coming through these symbols, they're for you to make a book about, so that people can use these symbols and work with them to attune themselves to this Rei Chi. And again, it's called Reiki, but it's actually like Rei Chi. So it's like the ray of light and Chi and life force energy. And it's going to help other people become, without having to go to a Reiki master, you'll be able to kind of initiate them, but attune them more so to the frequency of those symbols. And so, yeah, whenever you get one of these symbols coming from the celestial realm, draw it, write it down, and then write whatever your intuitive interpretation of it is. And you can always go back and add more to that intuitive interpretation. In fact, I would start working with these symbols once you figure out what they are, and start, because it's going to open all of your chakras and the vortexes on your body. And the third eye center is something that was blocked, but this is a celebration because this is opening. And I can't help but notice this purple and indigo energy coming out of that celebration. Like this is a major celebration about your third eye and your crown chakra. And so trusting your intuition and trusting that the information that you're receiving is not random. And the dreams you're having are not random. And I want you to look at this card. If you were to close this door of presence, what would that be? That would be a pyramid right there. So there is something about the gateway to presence and the pyramid. Like I really feel like pyramids are very, very significant for you. And also they're going to help you with activating these symbols somehow. Maybe even drawing a pyramid symbol around. Like you could draw the pyramid going up and you could draw it going down. Up is masculine energy, down is feminine energy. and surround your symbols with that. That way you can determine, okay, which symbol is masculine energy, which is feminine energy, or which is both. Because also the energy of oneness, this is like it's like you're going out on a new journey, but you're also going down this road. Look at that bridge right there. Bridging in oneness. I really like that energy. This is beautiful. I'm so excited for you. It's going to be so fun to use these new gifts. Seriously. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. Mastery. I don't know why they have this picture for mastery, because it's like some guy standing in front of a castle, but like literally you're mastering these abilities. Once you have them mastered, you're going to write some type of book about these symbols, and then you're going to help people heal the planet with them. Like you may end up creating a platform or something like that to where you can teach these symbols to people and talk about them and then advertise your book. I'm also hearing poetry. So like you're getting more gifts than just psychic abilities at this time. You're actually gaining access to parts of yourself that finally I felt that demonic energy clear. You're gaining access to parts of yourself that you had cut off when you were younger. I feel like you've always been an intuitive person, girl gone. You usually see the period, then the sun on one side of the moon and the other. Wow. So that's very significant, because when we talk about day side, I call it day side and night side energies. The energies of the day are very masculine. The energies of the night are very like mystical, and they're feminine. And the energies, like I used to write a lot for the left-hand path. I used to write a lot of like magical initiation and stuff like that. And the energies that go along with nighttime are more about introspection. They're about awakening, and they're about self-realization, while the ones that are in the daytime are about mastery, overcoming obstacles, growing things, becoming fruitful. Look at this freedom. You're literally opening that. These abilities are opening a door for you. Seriously, a serious door to where you're going to be considered one of the masters. Like your lifetime could very well be for you to become an ascended master. And these light codes that I'm getting that are coming from this pyramid, you may have been around on the planet, not as a human, but as an extraterrestrial. That could be where the V energy is coming in. When these people were building the pyramids, literally on this planet, you were around. And you would use them to upgrade your DNA. Being an extraterrestrial that lived for like over 60,000 years, you would use the pyramid. Wow. So that's how they can be used, is to upgrade your DNA. That's pretty wild. Land of dreams. So you may get some of these symbols in the dream state. When you go into the dream state, you're going to find that lucid dreaming is actually a psychic ability. It's like V found her and then Nebeth too. Absolutely. Yeah. The land of dreams is literally like a place that you can feel safe to explore. And the more lucid you become, the more able you are to control your waking life, because your waking life is still part of a dream. It's like a dream that your higher self is having. So I like this, getting freedom in the land of dreams. There could have been a time where you felt like your dreams were either suppressed or you couldn't remember them. That's over, literally. Like we have dreams sometimes that are not as important because we don't remember them because they're not as important, but you're becoming so much more lucid in the dream state. And that is a new ability. It's going to help you manifest this new world, literally. And then I'm seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa here. And I'm wondering if you have a connection to France or to being French. That just really stands out to me on that card. This new world, though, that you're creating, you're dreaming it. You're literally dreaming it. And all these downloads that you're getting, they're not just for you to use them for you. It's for you to teach them to other people, because you're going to use them to basically elevate your life. And then by you doing that, other people are going to be really interested in this new form of Rei Qi. I would call it Rei Qi, because then people realize that it has to do with chi energy. Yeah, your gift started in the dream world. Absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that you are lucid enough to remember that your gifts come from there is a beautiful thing, because all of these gifts are something that you can use to create a new earth. Look at that transformation, to transform, to turn into that butterfly. I love that. Spreading your wings. Oh, I love that. I'm so happy for you. Seriously, this is such a beautiful reading. So we have ascended mastery here, the celestial realm. These codes are coming from the celestial realm. They're also coming from another lifetime. So anytime you go back in the dream state to this pyramid looking place, just look around you when you're there, because you're going to see a lot of symbols and a lot of I want to say things that can be drawn, like a sigil, a symbol or a sigil. You're going to see these like light codes in this pyramid, and you're going to be able to take those light codes and actually activate your DNA with that. And so it's like basically turning the junk part of your DNA, all of the stuff that we don't know what it is in our DNA, it's activating that and it's transforming it into light. And so it's basically like ascension. Look at this imagination. I love this. Using your imagination. I was just talking about like drawing or painting or creating a sigil. You're going to see that. You may feel inspired. So there is something about a spider. Okay. Well, I'll ask what that is about. Yes. Okay. You might end up seeing a white spider. Just white spiders are not a bad. White spiders represent the web that's weaved when you go into the dream state. When you see this white spider, you're going to know that you are completely in alignment to create this thing. I know that sounds weird, a white spider, but literally it's not anything that's negative. It's actually something positive. It's like a humongous spider being that will send you a little white spider to give you confirmation, but it's coming in to help you weave a path. It's like they weave basically dream catcher paths so that the bad dreams get stuck on their webs. That's like the best way that I can describe this being. So you have things of the animal realm, things of the insect realm, and then you have actual Egyptian deities that want you to ascend. What was I saying about ascension? I love that. And again, you're going to go through this ascension, and as you do, and as your gifts awaken, write down everything that you experience. Welcome in, Amelia. Make sure you guys like the video. Write down what you're experiencing, because as you give these light codes to other people and you create some type of course or class for them to take to get these light codes, they're going to want to know like when they work with each symbol, what that symbol is doing. And your personal account of what you've been through working with that symbol will basically help this person, will help other people, lots of other people tap into their own chi and route their spiritual gifts and abilities. Because everybody has spiritual gifts and abilities, but not all people want access to them. You know what I mean? And so this is part of your path of ascension. It's like you're being given a lot of downloads at this time, and some are in the dream state, some are in the waking world. Write all of them down. And even if it's like something that you feel like is not that important, just wait. Just sit on the download, because that download could mean something else like 3 weeks from now is what I'm hearing. Like you may think that you don't understand something fully, but your soul actually does understand it. See, you've had to go through a major transformation when in the dream state. There was a lot of smoke and mirrors surrounding your spiritual beliefs before, because some of them were like things that you heard and they were just not accurate because they were coming from somebody else. And the stuff that's coming from you is just spot on accurate. Realm of the Fae. Yeah, you definitely, that blue energy could be fairy energy, because I'm just seeing all those fairies there. You have the support of the realm of the Fae, because these celestial downloads that you're getting are going to not only help humans, but they're going to help fairies as well. And things that are like gnomes, things that are like sprites, tree spirits, water nymphs, all of that stuff. I mean, that's wild when you can work with symbols that will heal you and your brethren, which I would call the fairy realm, is like literally your brethren, your brothers and sisters. I love it. You also may be downloading a lot of Christ consciousness codes, which is bringing in this portal of openness. Yeah. And you could have been feeling like you were secluded for a time. That seclusion is basically over. This is the end of that. And it's not like you were being in hermit mode or being secluded, like in a way of being afraid. It's just that for you to get these downloads and to not have other people in your energy, you basically did have to be secluded for a little while. Yeah, because the messages were confusing. Exactly. So yeah, you'll be making sense of them though. Literally. I feel like some of the codes that you get will help other people connect with the fairy realm. So like you could have an entire book that you write on the Rei Chi codes that you get, the celestial realm codes. You could write another book on celestial realm codes, another one on realm of the Fae codes. And literally, if you just, as you're journaling and documenting your experience, you're going to be able to just take what's literally written in your journal and transform it into a physical book and a course that somebody could take, to where you teach them how to, use their hands to draw the symbol, and then how to use it to open like a portal to the Fae, stuff like that. Like these are really, really ancient codes. Yes, you've definitely been in hermit mode, but it's not for a negative reason. It's like literally just so that you could be in your own energy and with yourself. Because when you have a lot of chatter coming from the external world, it's hard to focus on what you need to do in this lifetime. Yeah, for your future, basically. You're going to be seriously like considered one of the biggest healers on this planet in the future. Make sure you guys like the video as you're coming into the chat. So yeah, this future energy, it's like this process of seclusion and hermit modeism was very, very necessary for your future to develop. So let's see what else they have to say. I'm getting that you're going to be helping healing people's shadows, like so that they can actually integrate the parts of themselves that they're afraid of. Exit, so they can exit the matrix through a portal of light. Literally, you have no idea how important your mission is here. Wow. Yeah, if your light codes break people out of the matrix, you're going to be doing a major service to humanity. Like, seriously. We all have our own unique ability of how to awaken other people, but I feel like you are going to find something that anybody could pick up and use. Like what you're creating right now is going to be something that even somebody that's just starting out with spirituality and with their intuitive abilities will be able to understand. And that's why I'm kind of getting that as you write your journals, that's why taking what's in your journals and then putting it into book format, you don't need to use complex words. Like you're going to be creating something that a fifth grader could read and use, like basically. Yeah. And this whole underworld energy, like you're exiting the underworld. That is so funny. So all of that dead energy, dense energy, lower energy, this is basically ascending into the higher realms. You're exiting out of that underworld. And not that the underworld is bad, because it's truly not a bad place. There are some things that are in the underworld that are not natural to the earth, right? And I love Hades and Persephone and all of those myths and stuff. And so that's not the energy I'm talking about. I'm talking about whatever these archon things are, they exist in the underworld. Like these archons are some type of weird ass reptilian type. They're like reptilian like, but they're not fully that reptilian. But they're very much into energy harvesting. They exist in the underworld, but they are gatekeepers like on humanity all the time. So you're going to help people exit, get away from these archons, basically. With these light codes, you're going to be healing parts of the human psyche. Initiating them, literally. It's through a process of initiation. And literally, your course will be an initiation, basically, to the higher realms. So that people who are descending, who are going through a process, and descension is not bad. Like you basically have to descend so you can ascend. It's part of the process. but you're going to be in it, like people who have descended to the lower states, like that are attached to archons and those types of energies that are very much a gatekeeper and energy harvester. You're going to be initiating people to be able to ascend out of that frequency. And so that's going to help this whole planet. Like literally, the archons don't just block humanity, they block the Fae as well. Will Nebith come out of your tomb, her tomb, to talk to you? So what I'm picking up is that you are Nebith. That's part of your higher self. So I don't know if you're going to see something outside of yourself because it's something that's within you. But I do feel like you will be making another connection with her. You'll also be seeing the inside of a pyramid. And I have no idea what the pyramids look like from the inside. I only know what they look like from the outside. But I really do like this energy of helping people who have descended into the lower realms. Voyage. It's like basically bringing people, it'll be bringing people on a spiritual journey. All right, let's get one more. Olympus. I was just talking about Hades and Zeus and all that. So you do have an access to the goddess Hestia. Now, when people don't realize about Olympian magic, like there are a lot of Wiccan people that, well, actually, there's probably people of all certain types that worship Zeus and stuff like that. They don't realize that you can only get to those deities through first going through Hestia. Hestia is the name of a comet, but it's also, she is a goddess of basically the house fire, the home hearth. Had an ancestor warn you about the archons in a dream. Apparently you did voodoo to help the spirits and they don't like that. Wow. Yeah, exactly. You're still here to help with that. So yeah, like basically they would, if you wanted to get to talk to one of the other gods, you would have to go through Hestia, which is the heart fire. It's like basically the fire that would keep your home going, right? So I feel like you have a connection to her, and that's a connection to the home. So you're going to have a connection to these higher beings that are also going to assist you, possibly with like Olympian magic. Yeah, it's going to help you gain a victory. I mean, I get big Nike energy with that person running through the sky like that. So this is all for your highest and best good. And don't wish for it to come faster, because the reason it's coming at the pace it's coming, like all these downloads, is so that you can not be overwhelmed by it. Basically, sometimes we'll ask for too many downloads, or we'll ask for it to come faster, and then I mean, it's always your choice. But literally, spirit will bring things in at the correct time and in the correct place when you're at the correct space in your development, so that you can understand what's happening. Because getting too many downloads at once could be very confusing. Is her fire blue? I do believe that it is blue. It's also like, I have this stuff called Hestia powder. So like if you have a little fire, you can put a little pinch of this in and it will go and it just like sends it up in a big flame. So it is blue, but it's also like white as well, which means when the fire is white, that it's really, really hot. So yeah, I love this energy for you. Yeah, take it slow. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, you don't want things to all come in at once, because if they did, it would overwhelm you basically. And where they're coming in little chunks at a time, that gives you the time to process the download and then really master it and understand it, so that you can use that information to help other people. I remember when I was starting out my spiritual journey, I was like, oh, bring it on, all the psychic abilities, all of this stuff on so fast. And then, of course, Source gave that to me. And then I was like, no, take it back, take it back. I learned that I really just wanted the abilities that I already had to expand. And trust me, that will happen at your own pace. Like when it's perfectly right for you, God will bring it in. You don't have to force it or anything like that. And naturally, it is part of your nature to upgrade and to continue to upgrade. So I love that. I feel like you're going to really be helping other people master their emotions and master their inner chi, like their inner chi energy. And all of this stuff links into the pyramid, like literally. That's what I keep seeing. is the pyramid. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. I love you so much. And I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. When you have got these books done and stuff, I will definitely be purchasing them and working with them. Because seriously, I like literally love that you're on this journey and that you're sharing it with me. That's so great. That's so great. And the Nebeth Heka, like that energy is so freaking powerful. Like that is your higher self. That's literally the higher aspect of you. So you may not see it come out. You may not see her come out and speak to you because you are her. She's still a part of you within. So you may just literally be in the pyramid looking around, seeing her tomb and getting downloads because she left something where she was buried so that when you came back to this planet, you would basically pick it up and use it again. And that's what these archons, they did not want you to find that out, like straight up. They did not want you to find that out. But you already knew. Like basically you already knew. Oh my gosh, that's so wild. Okay, let's see what else. Look at the Ace of Swords. So you're protected, especially when it comes to you guys expanding your gifts and abilities. You're very protected at this time. I don't know what this weird, it seems like you're about to have a major breakthrough. Okay, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I can't wait for you to share your books with me. That would be amazing. Amazing experience for me. So yeah, we're going to finish up this reading now. These people, they keep sacrificing others. Like that's something that's very bizarre to me. For them to be, you know, a part of whatever they're a part of, they want to sacrifice you. And people that trauma dump, the best thing that you could do is redirect them to another source of information. Because some people will come in, good, yeah, keep your visions of her tomb, absolutely. And know that your lucid dreaming is an ability that is expanding at this time. You guys may be seeing like people in your dreams that you're like, who are these people? If you're seeing people's faces that you don't know in the dream state, you know, it could be just coming as a warning that there's somebody lurking in your energy. Not to be afraid of them, but just to be aware of them. Because like I said, with this energy that I dealt with yesterday, as long as I didn't engage in trying to help this person get away from the religion that they're never going to leave and all of that nonsense. And this is somebody that I deeply care about, you know, as long as I didn't engage in trying to assist them, these demons were going to leave me alone. But that was a lie. So just know that even if they say they're going to leave you alone, like if they were to come and say, well, if you stop healing other people, I'll leave you alone. That's a lie because that shit attacked me anyways. Welcome in, Fashionista. Happy Friday. So yeah, you guys are the star, literally. You're the energy of the star. You're coming with the new age of Aquarius, and it's got these other people in the tower in a major way. Like they're in the 10 of Swords, literally, and they want help out of the 10 of Swords. The best thing that you could do is help yourself with those light codes. And then when these people come to you, refer them to your work. Like I had referred somebody to the truth of God because like literally, you know, 500 demons, there's not anything I can do about that. That's something that, you know, you have to connect with your higher self. Look at this 8 of Pentacles. My work can't fix certain situations. I wish that it could do everything that it could do. But when it comes to people, places, and things that don't serve you, now is the time to walk away from those things. And if you get a dream download about somebody that's messing around in your energy, even if you don't know who they are, just ask for clarity because you have so many fairies around you. You guys have so many angels around you that are guiding you out of this situation and away from this toxicity. They're like literally coming in at this time to guide you away from people, places, and things and ways of thinking that don't serve you. And anything that's still attached to religion, because religion fractures the soul. It the same thing that MK Ultra does, literally with mind control and shit, and the fracturing of the person's psyche. Okay, religion does the same thing, just in a different way. And then it's like very much a punishing thing. And so I feel like people would be a lot happier if they didn't follow these cults, because that's all religion is a cult. And I'm not trying to talk bad on all religions, but they are very cult-like, and they're very dangerous to me. When people congregate together, like literally, thank you so much, Fashionista. Make sure you guys like the video. When people congregate together like this, they make themselves a target for, I don't know, errorists or people that don't like those religions. I think that going to church on Sunday is kind of crazy. Like, I guess it can be good for stability if you believe in that, but I don't know. See, I grew up in Catholicism. Catholicism has its own beliefs, but those beliefs did not destroy me. They did not, like what this other LDS crap is, and I'm not trying to be rude. This is completely mind controlling and destroying people. So it's like, you know, if people are stuck in these religions and they're in the Ten of Swords demonically possessed, answering to a being that's pretending to be God, that is obviously the devil, then that's why these people's energy is so low vibrational. They should really think about maybe bettering themselves and walking towards going within and accessing that higher knowledge. And if any of you don't have The Truth of God by Michael Stedman, I would tell you to get that book. It changed my life. Literally changed my freaking life. And that's what the advice that because this person did buy that book, I would tell them, you need to go back and read The Journey to God and that whole process of getting to understand that your higher self is the divine, that you're not separate from it. You never have been and you never will be. In fact, it's impossible to separate yourself from God. It's like you'd have to work really hard to become a separate being from the Most High. And it's only the word I that basically defines you being separate than everything else. Look at this, Ace of Wands. This is a perfect time to begin this new project that you're working on. Whatever this is, see, you're about to have a major breakthrough. So here come these archons and these demons and these weird people to like literally try to stop that from happening. But it's part of your destiny. So you're going to go through this ascension anyways. Like literally, you're going to be ascending to a new part of the planet where these other people and their, witchcraft and voodoo, like, I cannot even stress how crazy and insane it is for these people to call themselves LDS and to have done so much fucking voodoo and witchcraft on me. Like, that is insane. And you guys could be dealing with people that call themselves a part of another organization like the Freemasons. And it's insane how much witchcraft they do on other people that don't know about that stuff. I literally had a next door neighbor that was an LDS person that was heavily using voodoo, heavily on me. And I think that person got caught. I'm sure that they did. I mean, the amount of time they spent every day hammering into my side of the wall, their witchcraft, obviously that would show some type of effect. So again, I don't know what these people are learning in the churches that they go to, but the fact that they have to outsource their witchcraft to another form of religion seems like a betrayal to the religion that they are subscribing to, aka something that should be of Christ. And these people that are still connected to any religious organization that actually abuses children, that seems to me wrong. It seems like willingly going into MK Ultra. Like, you can't fix somebody that you can help heal them with light codes and stuff like that. And the best thing you could do is create those journals and then help, send that information to people. That's the best thing that you could do, because this type of situation where there is mind control and there's emotional manipulation going on, you basically can't fix that. Oh, thank you so much, Fashionista. You're amazing. Thank you so much. But yeah, you may be able, with what you're working on, to help these people get out of the situations they're in, but in all truth, they'll have to walk away from what doesn't serve them. But by them seeing you do the same thing, walk away from what doesn't serve you, it will inspire other people to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is definitely gross. Yeah, yes, they did so much on you. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that they did. So yeah. The Truth of God by Michael Stedman. That is my best advice when it comes to dealing with people because I do feel like there is an aspect of whatever that religion is that they practice some type of ritualistic abuse. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be coming up. These people are in the 10 of Swords, though, because they choose to consciously align with devil energies. Like these archons, they don't just show, they're attached to the tree of death. So you have the tree of life, which has like the archangels on it, and each part of the tree is like a portal to a dimension of those archangels. And then you have the tree of death, which is reverse, and it has all of the archons, arch demons, basically, that you use it to basically create death, right? And so these people are not, they're using the Kabbalah or the Cabal, whatever you want to call it. They're using that tree of life and death thing incorrectly. And it's causing a lot of confusion and a lot of possession. Because seriously, these people that are doing this, they're not aligned with the darkness. Like they're seriously people that will never do shadow work. It's not part of their religion to go within, to do shadow work, to look at oneself. That's not part of this organization. That's not what they do. The Seven of Swords, literally, many choices confront these people, but only one of these choices are correct. Like literally. So they know that they're doing something dangerous by engaging with this energy. And it is dangerous in the sense that, you're bringing up children in a way that it just seems counterproductive. I've never ever, I like used to be Catholic, and not that I'm not Catholic, but like, obviously, I guess if you get baptized Catholic, you're Catholic for a while or whatever. But literally the Catholic Church, I never received no psychic attacks. I never received witchcraft from the Catholic Church. All of this shit that this other like Christ-like organization has done, the Catholic Church would never be a part of. It was most likely why they kicked these fucking people out and told them to go to America or any other place, because literally the amount of voodoo and witchcraft being done. And I just heard, shh, don't tell on them. Dude, they told on themselves, like literally, their energy literally told on themselves. But yeah, it's not your job to make people walk away, but by you walking away from things that don't serve you, you'll be an inspiration to other people to do the same. Yeah, this has definitely got people at a crossroads. You're going to find that there are a lot of people trying to escape these cults and these religions and Scientology and all of this MK Ultra crap. And what they truly need is because they've been going through ritualistic abuse and basically experimentation is what I want to call it. But experimenting on somebody as an infant or a child is abuse. And the fact that the government pays lots of money to keep MK Ultra going is kind of a really bad thing. But like literally, you're going to be helping people that are coming out of mind control, you guys, literally, that were controlled to think a certain type of way. And these cults are very, very, like, just like Jehovah's Witness, they're very manipulative, very vindictive, and they're very much use fear and stuff to control people, like fear that you're going to lose your family. If you lose your family, but you find God, what did you actually lose? Because God is really your family. And especially if you, like what the things that you guys work on will help people heal from these types of experiences. King of Wands energy coming through. So yeah, there is definitely a masculine energy that's over 40 that's attached to these organizations that is trying to block you, but they're not having a success or a victory. And they don't even know you personally. This is like knowing your energy from another lifetime. So let's get a conclusion for this situation. Obviously, right now is the perfect time to work on your projects, to bring whatever this new idea, a pregnancy, whatever it is that you're working towards, into existence. You're going to have a lot of high energy at this time, and it's because those light codes are coming through. Also, you guys could have been dealing with a lot of smoke and mirrors, 7 of Cups illusions with this religion. And there's going to be people of great authority, like police officers, firemen, all sorts of people that are wanting to seek healing. You know what I mean? And now something just clicked in my brain, and I just realized why the police were after me wasn't because of anything other than Mormonism. Literally, the moon, what they were doing up under the moon. Wow. I don't know why I had not put those two things together, because it literally happened when I was living around a bunch of people that were Mormon, and they were really upset I didn't want to join their cult. So this moon energy, this is like the hidden enemies, like this, everything just made sense to me right now. Deception, these people put their security and yours at risk all over some beliefs that they have. That's crazy. Obviously their dedication to the police force or whatever this is a lot less than their dedication to their religion, because if they're allowing their religion to dictate what they do in their job, then that's not keeping state and religion separate, especially when you have a whole cult and organization of these people, and they're like thriving off of fake sobriety. Being under the influence of demons is not being of sober mind. Welcome in, Ramya. Literally, that's not being of sober mind. Like literally, when they talk about sobriety in Mormonism, they need to look at getting themselves unpossessed by these demons. Okay, then they can be sober minded. Then they won't be so demonically influenced to try to put other people in the Nine of Swords and to try to breadcrumb them and cut them off from the world, so that literally they only receive breadcrumbs. I mean, these people tried to put me on the street and make me homeless. I don't respect that at all. Plus, I would never want to be tied to or attached to an organization that's in a court case as we speak for pedophilia. Like, that's just not something I would ever want to be attached to, and it seems extremely demonic. To hurt and harm children is very demonic. And to continue the process of incest going on, that's also demonic. Like MK Ultra is straight up demonic. But just know that you guys are protected from these people. They're not going to have a victory over you guys. Is why they want to control others. Yeah, everyone should be allowed to be themselves. That's exactly it. I don't know why they want to control other people. They feel more powerful, I guess. When they can get other people to think the way that they do, they feel much more powerful. And they need that power because they don't have real authority in Christ. These people literally are fake. They're fake. They're fake. And not only that, they betray. These people in this cult straight up tattletale on each other and betray each other every day. It's the same thing as Scientology, where you would have to go through these lie detector tests. Like, shut the fuck up right now. Like, that is straight up weird. It truly is. King of Swords. An orange butterfly. I love that. Yes, it's coming back on them because it's universal law. And so the best thing that you could do is walk away from people that are in that organization or they're a part of a cult if you know who they are. Again, a lot of people are a part of these cults, but they won't tell people that they're a part of it. It's like you just have to know that they're a part of it. The Knight of Pentacles. So you got a lot of people that are working very hard at stopping you. However, they're not going to succeed. These people in all of their organization, they do not have not one chosen person attached to them. Like, they have nothing that's redeemable. You guys are actually chosen. So it's like when they come up against you, their whole organization ends up falling down. And I predicted this was going to happen. It was going to be a major lawsuit. And, you know, if people are not walking away from that religion now, they're brainwashed, completely brainwashed, which is really sad. Because who in the hell could feel safe to have a family and that type of organization when they're dealing with pedophilia and child abuse? Like, seriously. Three of Wands. Yeah, your project and your goal, your dreams will be realized. They're tripping. Exactly. They're tripping over themselves, though. Literally. Also, you're meant to be a leader. Like, seriously, it's not like you're meant to lead the whole world, but you are meant to lead people that have fallen into a dark way out of darkness. And that's going to be part of your wheel of fortune of how you create your own fate and destiny to be in alignment with what God wills it to be. Because literally you were made perfectly in God's eyes. This Five of Pentacles energy that they keep trying to throw at you is going to remain with them. These people can have whatever opinion of you that they need to have. It doesn't change the fact that you're anointed and blessed. Okay. And these people, they want that anointing. They want that blessing, and they do witchcraft to sacrifice people. And so they will attempt to do this, but they will fail. Every single time they try to do this, they're going to fail. Look at this. Like, they want to control you through your love life. Like, literally riddle me that. They want to send somebody in to mind control you over a love relationship. You're not going to be joining their organization. They're not going to be able to energy confirmation. They're not going to be able to energy harvest off of you, and they're not going to be a part of your future success. Because I know you guys are going to 8 of Cups walk away from all that. Oh, 2 white butterflies and a frog. I love it. Seriously, you're going to walk away from this. This is going to inspire other people to do the same thing, to walk away from marriages that were planned by other people, you know, to benefit them, literally, to walk away from a lifestyle that's really not very healthy. Because again, being under the possession of demons and every Sunday opening the tree of death and portals to the demonic realm, that's not going to be healthy for anybody. That would be very destructive for anybody. And so, like I said, if you feel like somebody is attaching a cord to you, just snip that. You can always call upon Archangel Michael at any moment of the day or night, and Archangel Michael will come to you. Yeah, you could have had many happy memories with these people. Make sure you guys like the video. You could have had lots of happy memories with these people from the past. I don't want you guys to worry about anything, because these people tried everything that they could try within their realm of experience, and they still have not gotten you to walk away from being psychic and intuitive. And that's what they were trying to do. They were using this Page of Swords energy to spy on you, to watch you, to see how you progress, so that then they could copy you. This is like their false prophet of these people's church trying to come for a real one, and they don't even realize they thought they were chosen until they came across you. That's funny. A fool. Like I said, they thought that they were chosen. They were so unaware until they came across you. Now they realize, like, oh shit, they were not chosen. No, why would anybody choose freaking child abusers? Like, come the fuck on. Like, God's not going to choose people that are doing evil and then smiling in people's faces and like doing all this rhetoric. It's complete rhetoric. Yeah, you've got an Ace of Pentacles coming your way that's unavoidable. You couldn't dodge this Ace of Pentacles if you tried. That's like your pennies come from heaven. Your needs will be fulfilled and your desires will be granted. These people that were doing so much, they are literally, the sad thing is the people that do so much to you, they're the people that need your help the most. And so you being the better person is you creating whatever body of work this is to help people, and then giving it to people, not giving it away for free, but selling it to people, just having it on the market so that people that are in this situation that do need help, that they can gain access to that. 4 of Cups. These people are going to become more dissatisfied as they lose control of you. Because again, they were trying to control your mind with external forces, like trying to use the police to scare you, trying to pressure you into becoming a part of their thing. Trust me, these organizations, they may think that they want you to join them, but they don't actually. If you join them, you would rip their organization from the inside out. You would tear it up. So they don't actually, you're not going to conform to their desires, wants, and needs. So they need to let it go. And truly, this fame and success will only come to you once you detach from these people. Because you have a community of actually like-minded souls that are really here, that are natural magicians, just like you, that are a part of your 10 of Pentacles and a part of your Ace of Cups. You see, these people mistakenly saw you as the Queen of Cups. They made a major mistake thinking that you were just some like weak, loving person. You are very empathetic, you're very sympathetic, and you're very kind, but you can also be a lion. You can also enter into that Sekhmet energy, like, you know. Okay, you notice that at first you were confused what it is going, but clarity came in from God. Good, good. Yeah, absolutely. Just let it go. These people, places, and things that don't serve you, let them go, because literally holding on to them will keep you from evolving. And this is your time to shine. Nobody's going to block that or take that from you. There may be a Queen of Wands that is very dissatisfied that they weren't able to destiny swap with you. Again, at what point, like what part of MK Ultra, the Freemasons, or any type of religion, whether it's Jehovah Witnesses or LDS Saints, what part of destiny swapping is acceptable in that type of environment? You would think that these things that the Bible basically talks down on, that these people, of course, they don't work from the Bible, they work from whatever their book of saints is. Like, they don't actually use a Bible, but like, what type of mentality do these people have to come from to knowingly be doing destiny swaps on people? You cannot swap out your fate for somebody else's. It's not possible. And anybody that says that you can take somebody else's destiny is a liar. They either are intentionally lying to you, or they don't know that it's not possible. Like, literally, they've listened to this devil energy for too long, and they're just unaware. So you may need to cut somebody off. Look, you're still getting this love offer from the universe. You're literally still getting this love offer. These people didn't do anything to stop your journey. In fact, them attacking you with voodoo, witchcraft, and trying to destiny swap on you actually propelled you forward into the future. Like, I like literally feel like these people are very, very vain. They're shallow. They don't go deeper than the surface, but literally everything that they're about is mind control. If they can control the minds of others, they can feel like they can get others to turn against you. Yeah, these people are not the hierophants that they say that they are. In fact, you hold higher authority ranking in the spiritual realm and the physical realm than them. These people could even be officers, firemen, like people that are in detectives, whatever, and they're still under brain control or mind control. I mean, they're still under that. They have not come to realize that you are this hierophant, that you always take the moral path. That's why you're going to stay the Nine of Pentacles energy. And it's also why Archangel Michael's coming in to help you. Archangel Michael doesn't come in to help people that don't align with God, like literally. So whatever you're doing, it's pleasing the Lord, hermit. Whatever you're doing, you are pleasing God. So who cares what these people say? They can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, if God says you're the one, then you're the one. Literally, these people, they want to mimic your behavior because they feel like it'll make them chosen, but you've already cut them off. You're about to cut someone off, or you've already cut them off. Literally, you're too strong for these people. You're just too powerful. They're always competing. They're competing for other people's destinies because these people pretend to be the chosen ones. You know what I mean? Literally, they pretend to be the chosen ones, but they're not. And it shows because they have a prophet of their church that doesn't prophesy not a damn thing. Nothing this idiot says comes to pass. And this person is probably like 90 years old. So like, again, that's manipulation, utilizing somebody that's elderly, that can't remember shit, that's got, early stages of dementia going, and using them to mass control other people. It's obviously making deals with the devil. It's literally controlling other people and wanting to. And again, you can't control somebody else. The government has spent freaking decades trying to bring about a way to control people's minds. And the only way that they can do that is through putting them through ritualistic abuse. And that's exactly what this is. Like, literally, there is no coincidence that that girl that was an MK Ultra her whole life, there's no coincidence that she was brought to the Mormons for MK Ultra. Like, there's no coincidence, seriously. And that was probably one of the most bizarre interviews that I've ever watched. But like, seriously, it was really good. I was like, damn, just understanding the way the mind works. There's definitely somebody that is a part of this organization that's a King of Cups. Like, they've got a lot of men that dominate this organization. I don't think that these people value the words of women. They don't value the energy that women hold, even though women are the sacred channel that bring about reproduction and creation. You know what I mean? Like, they should be really happy with divine feminine energy, not trying to oppress it and persecute it. But these people believe that only the male people in their organization are the ones that have abilities. And if you're not a male with abilities, then if you're a woman that has gifts, you're a fucking witch. And that's not true. If you're using your gifts and abilities to help people, you are not a witch. You're a healer. You're a light worker. You're a star seed. You're a chosen one. Okay. It's the people that are using their abilities to hurt and harm other people, like MK Ultra and that type of stuff. Those are the types of people who are not chosen. They're not in alignment, basically, not with God, what God has asked of them. So there's a lot of manipulation that has been done, but you guys are breaking free from this. You guys are actually like like breaking those chains of bondage and moving forward. You're opening that cage door and you're walking away. And these people, they may want to come with you, but they've got to let go of their attachment to whatever lifestyle, whatever religious dogma, whatever this is that they're holding on to. And again, they're very upset that they're having to go through this court case and they're being convicted. And these people are being convicted because they had no business doing dirt to children anyways. Like, even if they're like, well, those children belong to us in our organization, people don't own another person. Just because you bring, it made you think of Lost TV show Mind Control. Seriously. Yeah. It's like just because we give birth to children, well, I mean, like women do, I haven't, but like just because we give birth to children as women doesn't mean that we own those children. Those children are not an extension of us. They're their own separate being. And we need to allow those children to have free will. Like imposing mind control on them, that's not free will. That's not a willing participant. So just know that you guys are in the upright. God is acknowledging everything that you've gone through to get to this point. The Holy Spirit is supporting you and backing you. So there's nothing that you guys cannot do at this time, literally. And also, you're going to get more and more clarity as time goes on from the Most High. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you for being here with me today. Thank you, everybody that donated. I appreciate you so, so much. That keeps this channel going and the messages flowing. Know that God loves you. Know I love you. Until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. Have a beautiful day, okay? Happy Friday, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.